Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida. Today to see who will walk out as champion of the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the American, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the North Texas Mean Green offense takes the field, and they'll try to put together the first drive of the game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Right on target this time. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about North Texas. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who is very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
North Texas really has it going on offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to buy time. Takes it on the shovel. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's talk a minute about North Texas. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Just keeps slinging it. Gets it out fast.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around them. So a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Gets it past the marker. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this
breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Sategna. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Splits the uprights, good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting three and starting this game off on the right foot.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. After the misfire, now on second down. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. On third down, going up top. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll give it to the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Just drives it between the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to keep it in the air. It's caught. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it. First down and more. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught. It's Gibson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ott. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. To the air. It's Mateer. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Sooners are threatening in the red zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gibson. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down and distance in this game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Here's a heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He's got the back in the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. North Texas in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. Under fire. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. The 10. Touchdown Sooners. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Scooped up by the kicking team. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, in a season filled with magical moments, even more here today in this Gator Bowl. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. but I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gator Bowl.
North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing.
Pulls it in down the sideline. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Caught. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top again. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the run deep down the right side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. North Texas in the hurry up. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Intercepted, number 19.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They'll line up for a second down play. Might be changing the route. Gonna sling it on second down. This time it's complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it.
Oh, he's got some space. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. North Texas really has it going on offense. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. North Texas in the hurry up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He might want another play. To the air on second down. Makes the grab on the left. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still 1st and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Mean Green! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's got the 2-point conversion, and now they cut that lead to 12. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. They go to the wide receiver screen. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Sooners are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. It's caught. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get
right down the middle. Touchdown, Sooners. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Back to pass on second down. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. So we open the final period with a third down play. The offense changing the play. Gonna look downfield again. Got his man on the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
Second down coming up.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Wants to bring it back. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Working that wide receiver screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Texas. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Toss to the outside. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Handoff from the gun. Fighting off the defender. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Working that left side now.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Making side adjustments here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games you're just...
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the beatdown has ensued.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Vaughn. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. North Texas in the hurry up. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Oh, that was